And they're off into the nice blue soothing colors of Ceres Station, where all good adventures start, or at the very least all Super Metroid runs start. Although it's pretty loud in here, I have no idea what that sound is. Does someone just have a really loud air conditioner? Sounds like you might need to call a repair person to fix that, scientist friends. Unfortunately, there is no science being done. Someone has swiped the baby. Oh, here it is. Well, that was a bit of an anticlimactic adventure, wasn't it? Or is it? Those glowing eyes can only mean one thing. It is our friend, the shoutiest boy, Ridley. Here he comes, gonna steal the baby. I'm pretty sure that'll get you arrested in most places. Not gonna stand for it, flying right toward the screen, and now both Phoenix and Mako about to make their escape. Because Ceres is kind of boring, it's kind of small, it's kind of linear, so we cannot allow such a travesty of good taste to stand. We're gonna blow it up, or rather someone else is. It's never really explained who sets the self-destruct, but here we are, it's alright. Adds to the drama, and steam, because in the future, steam still powers things. I don't understand why. I try not to ask too many questions. However, Mako and Phoenix both making it into the Mode 7 climb here. Just gonna be rocking back and forth. Oh, both of them beautiful climb. Dodging that steam, getting out there in real short order. Both of them off to a very, very strong start. And with that, on their way to the nice orange marble that is Planet Zebes. If you're anything like me, when you were a kid you thought it was pronounced Zebes, but it's not, it's pronounced Zebes. It's also orange from space, which is odd considering that it's kind of gray and dreary on the surface. I don't think it actually works that way, but again, not gonna question it. Not gonna question it. Okay, Mako and Phoenix both on the surface of Zebes, gonna be making their way down to pick up the first item. You see them rocking Samus's arm up and down, arm pumping, pushes her forward, pixels at a time. Every pixel counts in this game. First things first, gotta get down to Parlor. Both of them having a relatively clean fall, maybe landing on one or extra platform, but no big deal. Mako falling classic. Oh, Phoenix gonna gain a little bit of time back here using Moonfall. In fact, springing into the lead. Moonfall letting him drop without a speed cap. Oh, but Mako back in the lead. Phoenix falling down into a couple of the pits. That old Turian room is treacherous to go across. Very tight jumps, deceptively difficult. But now both heading down into Blue Brinstar, right on top of each other. The sink! The sink! Just like that, picking up the morphing ball. A little bit more formal than usual. Normally we call it the morph ball, but morphing ball will also do. We all know what it is. Let Samus turn into a little tiny rolly ball. But that's not the only thing they're doing here. Now they gotta get themselves a little bit of firepower. You can't just turn into a ball menacingly at things. No, no, no. You gotta shoot them, and that's what missiles are for. Not only that, but having the missiles in the morph ball lets the plot advance. Oops, Mako trying to get a mock ball on the way out there, accidentally over jumping, hitting the ceiling. No big deal though, minor time loss, still maintaining his lead. Phoenix though right behind. The tiniest thing could cause the lead to change yet again, and I get the feeling it's going to be like this for quite a while. Now don't panic, friends, but this change of music can only mean one thing. That means the pirates are here. Play your piratey music of choice, have a jaunty sea shanty, or just, I don't know. They have lobster hands. I don't know about you, but last time I checked, pirates don't have lobster hands. And now Mako first to make it into the most challenging bit of early game movement here, the climb. Mako gracing us with the behemoth climb. Trying to do some ledge grabs, climb up these repeated platform patterns, real smooth so far. Phoenix opting to do the right-hand wall jump, having a little bit of trouble trying to avoid trying to go through those little gaps, making up in still relatively short order, but Mako has gained a lead of a few seconds here, moving back up through the parlor. Both of them a couple of rooms away from entering the room with the bombs and having to face off against the bombed Chorizo. I don't know what a Chorizo is either. It apparently is... I'm starting to think that the Super Metroid folks were just making things up as they went. The nerve, right? But thankfully, both of them having that full energy, which means when fighting Bomb Chorizo and Bomb Chorizo spits out those balls, what is it with this game and balls anyway? But they will be guaranteed missile drops, which is good because they need 7 missiles but can only hold 5 at a time. We're going to see them try to get 5 clean shots, followed by 7 missile shots. Oh, Mako off to a gorgeous start. This looks really good. Flawless. Absolutely flawless. Perfect Bomb Chorizo fight from Mako. Phoenix actually in really strong shape here too. Oh, not quite getting enough missiles, but still. Almost a perfect fight from Phoenix. They are just playing real well so far. Exactly what you want to see, getting those missile drops, full missiles. Heading into Alcatraz here. They want to have full missiles for Green Brinstar. Mako first try Alcatraz, such clean movement. Oh, Phoenix having to stop to not hit the Ripper. But also getting that first try Alcatraz while Mako is just tearing through Terminator. No problem, get out of here, gamers. We got places to go, things to do, sequences to break. Phoenix taking out a little bit of extra frustration on the gamers there. Completely understandable, they're kind of jerks. Speaking of jerks, here's some green lobsters. I don't know about you, but seeing lobsters that can shoot laser beams makes me never want to go into the ocean ever again. Or at the very least, make sure I'm in a boat when I do it. And Mako first to make it to the Brinstar elevator, 6:37, strong time. Phoenix right behind, getting past these Kagos while Mako starts up the jam. I'm sure he's head bopping where he's sitting because this is some quality music. Missile's looking good. About to head into this room and take advantage of Mach Ball and its amazing speed properties to get under these gates, slide into this room and get those early super missiles. Yes, indeed. We like it. Phoenix setting up for his own Mach Ball, looking good and killing it. Early supers doesn't just give them some extra firepower, it also enables them to skip an entire mini-boss called Spore Spawn. We promise you Spore Spawn actually exists, even though you never really see it in any category that isn't Spore Spawn %. Poor boss is so neglected that we had to actually make an entire category so that we would fight him at some point. But alright, Mako first to make it into Pink Brinstar. Ooh, taking a hit before heading into Big Pink. Very clean otherwise. Phoenix getting that Mach Ball, gonna be bombing that wall, dealing with a Zeo. Mako having a little bit of trouble dropping through there. Oh, thank you so much, Link Hero of Time, giving me the shout that I almost forgot. How could I forget about map completion? Of course, you would need to fight Spore Spawn in map completion. Thank you so much. Phoenix making it through Big Pink a little bit cleaner, gaining a little bit of time, but Mako still maintaining his lead, although a bit lower energy. Shouldn't be too much of a trouble with Kraid, since Kraid is a little bit of a pushover, a very, very large pushover, but gonna have to be mindful of that because there are some strong enemies along the way that can be very big trouble for Power Suit Samus without the Varia. Ooh, look at that movement. Nice, clean Mach Ball dealing with the enemies. No trouble whatsoever. Phoenix setting up for that same Mach Ball. It's a pretty late jump. If you jump too early, you land on the ground. Oh no, Phoenix! Not quite getting that Mach Ball. Still, nice backup. Mako first to make it into Red Tower. A little bit more ominous music to go with the ominous atmosphere. Phoenix right behind him. Sequence of 2. Ooh, what a nice damage boost right through the door for Mako. Not stopping to grab the spacer, just going to be heading directly to Kraid's warehouse. Health's a bit low, but still looking pretty nice. Thankfully, super missiles are in fact the key to break the wall to get into the warehouse. Ooh, I don't think I've never seen that nice little short Mach Ball there, but I really like it. I'll have to remember that one. Our Mako first into the warehouse. Energy looking good, but there are some key hunters in the next room, and key hunters are among the most dangerous enemies in the game. Hopefully he'll be able to limit himself to 1 hit. Oh, there we go. Almost making it through hitless, but still 1 hit real good. into the final corridor before Kraid here. Gotta deal with these pirates and the Mini Kraid. Mini Kraid, thankfully, is also the keeper of the super missiles, so Mako is set on ammo, can open the door and have plenty for the quick kill. Phoenix also into the corridor. Oh, Mako stopping to farm a little bit. That's gonna give Phoenix a chance to catch up. If either of them does not get the quick kill, that will enable the other one to spring ahead and take a nice lead, so we'll see how this goes. Mako is going to have no choice but to use the charge beam strat. Phoenix has options. He could use the missile setup if he wants. We'll see how it goes. Mako is going to have to hit a charge shot on Kraid's face, followed by 4 supers on a specific frame, and he gets the frame, and he gets Kraid. Get out of here, Kraid. I don't want to see your stupid face any more than I have to. And Phoenix gets the frame and the quick kill. 2 for 2. Gorgeous charge beam setups for quick kill. Mako maintaining the lead, but Phoenix not letting himself fall behind in the slightest. These two staying real close. And with that, now both of them are rocking the most important fashion accessory of 2019. I'm, of course, talking about comically large shoulder pads. Because goodness knows, if you're running down the street, you need to be aerodynamic, and nothing says aerodynamic quite like beach ball-sized globes sitting on your shoulders. Don't take my word for it. Look how fast Samus runs. Shoot, she's banned from the Olympics last I checked. Yo, Mako getting out of that room, out of that little shaft so fast that the key hunters didn't even have a chance to react. Oh, Phoenix having slightly less good placement of the key hunters, but still making it out with only 1 hit. Looking real good. Stopping to grab the E-Tank in the warehouse here. Very convenient E-Tank. You're going to see probably most of the runners in this tournament grab it. Speaking of this tournament, I don't think I've mentioned yet, this is the Super Metroid Prodigy tournament. In case you're wondering, this is not actually a ROM hack or anything of the sort. We call it Super Metroid Prodigy tournament because the organizers said, you know what we need to do? We need to have a tournament for Super Metroid runners who are the stars of tomorrow, those who have maybe just picked up the game or are working really hard to improve. They're not quite the tippy top yet, but they're getting there. So only folks who had a PB longer than 50 minutes were allowed to enter, and we have been seeing tremendous growth from all of our entrants, new strats, sharing of strats, just helping push each other forward. PBs left and right. We have had over 40 PBs from our runners since the tournament began. It has been an absolute joy both to participate in it and to watch all these runners grow. And here we go, both Phoenix and Mako heading off to grab themselves a nice new pair of shoes. Those old ones are starting to develop holes, get a little bit wet when it rains. No big deal, though. Thankfully, both of them killing that orange gamer before it runs off so they can open the flashing door, saving themselves a little bit of time on the way out. Here we go. Now, you may remember that super missiles are, in fact, more powerful than missiles. You are correct. 3 missiles equivalent to 1 super of damage. That does not mean missiles aren't without their uses. You're going to be seeing both of them probably grab 20 missiles throughout the course of the run, possibly 25. That remains to be seen, depends on a couple of factors. Mako, first to make it into the cathedral. This room is actually pretty challenging to move through quickly. Very nice, though. Missing the first jump, but still having a really good backup, making it through quickly. Here comes Phoenix. Oh, making that first jump. It's a very difficult jump to make, very tight. Nice cathedral from Phoenix. Mako, meanwhile, ooh, what a save with that wall jump, making it into Bubble Mountain, the corrupt kingdom of the evil King Kakatak. Is Mako going to do the right thing and end the reign of tyranny? Yes. The king is dead. Long live King Mako. But no time to sit around on the throne reaping the benefits of that. No, no, no. Has to go gain the crown jewel in King Kakatak's crown. I'm, of course, talking about the green swoosh. No, this isn't Nike. This is the Speed Booster. One of the most important and absolutely best movement tools in Samus's arsenal in this game. She doesn't just run fast now, she can shine spark, and shine sparking is one of the absolute coolest methods of movement in any speed run I have ever done. I freaking love this thing. And there we go. Mako showing off that blue speed. Taking a little bit of time to farm here, wants to get some supers to get through the doors faster. because there's a little bit more work done to get through Norfair before they head off to the next boss. Thankfully, that speed booster letting them get some extra farming done. Phoenix opting to get a few extra farms here. Whatever he's comfortable with, but every farm does cost an extra 2 seconds. Oh no, Mako in the wave B room takes a tumble. This is what happens when you start trying to cross these platforms without having your breakfast first. Unfortunately, breakfast does not arrive until you get to the end of this room. Phoenix into the same room. If he has a clean cross, he has closed the gap substantially here. Looking good, and yes, Phoenix has gained back quite a few seconds here. And with that, Mako was the first to earn himself that delicious cereal. Here it is, the Wave Beam. These are actually just essentially the future equivalent of generic Cheerios. Look, now when Samus fires, purple Cheerios come out, going through the walls, not unlike real Cheerios. You may think I'm lying, but you and I both know that if you drop a bowl of Cheerios on the floor, they will wind up in places that they have no physics reason to be there. They just go through things, wind up everywhere. It's kind of wacky. Wave Beam is just an extension of that. Sometimes fantasy does in fact follow reality. Mako killing King Kakatak a second time just for good measure, making his way through the little morph ball maze here. Phoenix right behind, not giving up an inch, trying to make that comeback. But with this, they are done with Norfair for now. We won't be back to Norfair for quite a bit here, because before you can come back and fight the big shouty boy, you've got to go serve up a shrimp platter and do a little bit of busting. It is not Thursday, but that does not mean it is not a great day for busting. And we're going to see both of them do it here in a bit. Now Mako opting not to stop and grab early Ice Beam. I'm not expecting Phoenix to do it either. Oh, wait! Phoenix defying my expectations, going for early Ice! Very cool. It's actually a little bit interesting. Phoenix's PB at this point is, in fact, a sub 55. By this point, usually you tend to see runners start doing late ice, but Phoenix still doing early ice is a surprise, but I like it. I like it. Ice Beam does, in fact, make Red Tower a whole lot easier and does increase the damage of Samus's beam, even though it does also have the drawback of freezing enemies. So we'll see if this move pays off for Phoenix here. Meanwhile, Mako making his way up Red Tower. Very nice ledge grabs. And here we go. Here's the big trouble part. He has to very carefully set up this hero shot. Oh, perfect! Perfect first try. Red Tower climb. That is not an easy trick. It requires precise climbing speed and a very well-defined shot. Mako making it look absolutely free when it isn't. Oh, and then down back to make his way down here to get the alpha power bombs. That was really nice. Meanwhile, don't think that Phoenix is not showing you some great stuff here. Phoenix did an ice escape, which is not an easy trick, getting under the gate on the way back. It looks like he's setting up for Alpha Spark. He's setting up for Alpha Spark. Are we going to get an Alpha Spark from Phoenix? Oh, I really hope so. Come on, and no! Super Metroid doors are the ultimate killjoys. They take forever to open, so close. Unfortunately, no Alpha Spark for Phoenix. Meanwhile, Mako gets himself the power bombs, but does unfortunately get caught up in a little bit of unintentional botany. That's just... I understand, some just want to do a little bit of gardening, but this is not the time, Samus, please. Get out of there. Alright, Phoenix is about to show off why early ice makes this so much easier. Look at this, doesn't even have to worry about it. No problem whatsoever. Now, it may seem like Phoenix has lost a fair bit of time here, but it's not as bad as it looks, because remember, Mako is going to have to get the Ice Beam later. So the gap is smaller than it looks. And if Ice Beam gains Phoenix a lot of time, this could very easily be worth the detour. Oh, not quite. Oh no, some more unintentional botany, trying to get the damage boost off the whatever the heck that yellow thing is, and doing a bit more gardening. Phoenix, please, there's no time for this. Mako, meanwhile, setting up two wonderful, perfect horizontal shine sparks, one across the moat, one across the ocean, into wrecked ship with 113 energy, looking real good. Phoenix, please! You can tell me all about your organic produce later. You got busting to do. All right, Mako opting to stop and kill the atomics to get a little bit of energy. I love this move. I personally like to have around 200 energy or more heading into Fantoon. Fantoon is no joke. So 153 is definitely a little bit lower than I'd like, but with those extra farms, Mako is probably feeling pretty confident at this point. But here we go. Here we go. Here it comes now. The ghost that is so hungry it is eating its own eyeball. I'm not sure who thought this was a good idea, but here we are. All right, we're not getting a fast to start out with. Are we going to get a medium? Yes, we are. Nice! And Mako's setting up for the poplar strat here, looks like. Oh, not quite, actually, but oh, nailing the X Factor. Very strong start. Mako could totally get the two round here. Oh, good setup. Looks good, and perfect. Perfect. Mako nailing the 2-round. That is as good a Fantoon fight as you could hope to see. He's got to be feeling himself right now. That was really good. Oh, God, I can't help but get excited when I see a 2-round Fantoon. It's so good. And Phoenix about to head down there and do some busting himself, not stopping to farm. A little bit of a high five. Energy looking a little bit better than Mako's was, saving a bit of time without the farm. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's right, he picked up ice, so he's going to have to turn it off because he's setting himself up for some of those X Factors. A little bit of menuing loses time, but he definitely saved time by not farming, so we'll see if that pays off. All right, Mako grabbing super missiles. That will be the last tank he probably grabs. All right, Phoenix, let's see what you got. Oh, not a fast. Can we at least get a mid? Oh, Phoenix getting a slow to start out. That's no good. Oh, and there we go. Good start, good start. Oh, positioning's gonna be a bit dicey, but he gets it, nailing that X Factor. Phoenix also in a good position to get the 2-round. Just has to finish it up here. Do enough damage in the second round. 4 missiles and a super can absolutely send this ghost back to the afterlife, or the double afterlife. Oh no, the flames blocking the shot. Gonna lose a little bit of time here, unfortunately. Still in really strong shape, though. And there we go. There we go. A slightly extended 2-round, but a 2-round nonetheless. Both of our runners showing us the absolute highest tippy-top tier of bustin', the double 2-round. They came to play seriously, and they're showing us some serious play. Meanwhile, Mako, you may have been paying attention to him. I sure hope you were, because he gave us a real nice attic. And now here goes, 265 energy heading into bowling. Just going to kind of damage boost across here. Bowling is very treacherous because if whoever owns this alley just does not like people bringing in their own bowling shoes, hoping you damage them on the way out on those spikes. Here we go. Mako gets a chance to put the controller down and bowl a few frames. Just chill a little bit. Unfortunately for him, his bowling partner takes a really long time. So that's just the way it goes, I'm afraid. Phoenix, meanwhile, on his way up to the attic as well. Power bombs looking good, ammo looking good, energy looking good. Phoenix is just in real good shape heading up into the attic. We'll see how he handles it. And Mako, first to make it to the yellow spring, getting himself that oh-so-sweet gravity suit. Lets you go through water and lava effortlessly, but more importantly, it makes you purple. Like, I don't care if it just reduced damage and didn't give you water movement. If it made you purple, I'd grab it anyway. Shoot. All right, Phoenix taking full advantage of his nice super count to get through the attic here. No problem whatsoever, giving everybody a mouthful of super missile. But he's got a little bit of catching up to do, though. Mako did have the faster Fantoon, and Mako is already on his way back down into Norfair. Phoenix still has to do bowling, get gravity suit, and get back out. Mako has played very well and has strengthened his lead. But do not think for a moment this race is over. There is still so much more to do, including a couple of very treacherous bosses that can very easily change their fates. Oh, Mako. I was hoping he was going to give us the double damage boost back across Hellway, giving us the single. Giving him a chance to do a little bit of farming. Trying to drop back down Red Tower as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, landing on a few extra platforms, falling down Red Tower quickly is a lot harder than it looks, let me tell you. Meanwhile, Phoenix getting a chance to bowl a few frames here. Getting back through these rooms is a lot easier for Mako now with the gravity suit. Landing in the water before just was an absolute nightmare to move through. With a gravity suit, no big deal. Here we go, gonna blow up a tube, head into Meridia. Meanwhile, Phoenix grabbing that spring. Why spring? Because this is, of course, a spring fashion. Purple is in this season, which can only mean one thing. That's right, my friends. This is officially the most stylish stream on Twitch.tv. Mako, meanwhile, now in absolute mood music. Nice, chill music to go with this nice, chill water area. Phoenix, I'm not sure if it was I think he was trying to jump over the missile, but did not quite have the momentum. He's going to have 25 missiles now. It's never bad to have more missiles, or because as our friend Hockey Tanner would say, mo missiles, mo better. Although I get the feeling Phoenix probably didn't want those. Having extra ammo is good, but fanfares do cost time. Heading back down into Red Brinstar. Meanwhile, Mako about to go fight the mini-boss of Meridia, Botwoon. Probably going to be setting up for the X-Factors and Supers to take him out. Botwoon is a treacherous boss. His head hitbox is kind of wacky. We'll see what happens here. Using the visual cue. Oh no! Missed a particle of X-Factor, it looked like. Oh, or did he? That was odd. It looked like one of them missed. Oh god. Botwoon does a lot of damage. Mako's at 80 energy. There's an E-tank right on the other side of Botwoon. He just has to make it out of here. Oh, gonna be losing some time here, unfortunately. Oh, nice! Very nice. Charge Wave does have a tendency to bounce off Botwoon's body, but Mako, firing with laser-like precision, sends that water sausage back to the depths. Ooh, Mako, you have to be careful. If you turn sideways while landing on the sand, there's a chance you'll just fall right through it. We have, in fact, seen that happen in this tournament before, and you never like to see that happen. It's a massive time loss. Oh, Mako. Mako, are you going to give us a halfie? Is he going to give us a halfie? Come on. Oh, no, he almost had it. He had it, but he did not. For some reason, the Shine Spark did not activate. That is unfortunate. Halfie is a very cool trick. It lets you travel across half of the Coliseum here very quickly. Gonna have to get across it the old-fashioned way, just like Grandma used to get across the park. Meanwhile, Phoenix now also in chill music territory. Running a little bit further, I think trying to get an extra power bomb drop, perhaps? And Mako first to make it to the seafood buffet. Unfortunately, unlike normal seafood buffets, this seafood you have to kind of beat up first. I've never been to a buffet like this either, but after seeing this one, I don't think I actually want to. Thankfully, Mako is going to do it for us. I'm gonna deal with Mama Dragon. Thankfully, there are several tools in Samus's toolkit to deal with giant shrimp. We're going to be seeing X-Factor. We're going to be seeing Shine Sparks. Here we go. Very nice start. Meanwhile, Phoenix facing off against Botwoon. Oh! What a magnificent Botwoon fight. Wow! That was perfect. I'm sorry, I got distracted there. That was such a good Botwoon fight, but Mako is making short work of Dragon here. A little bit low on that shot. Could finish it here. Dragon's belly is bright red. Oh no, missing with the super. That would have probably finished her off. But one good hit should do the job. Oh, he's gotta be careful. 179 energy is getting dangerously close to the point past which you don't want to be shine sparking. Chain damage can and will kill you against Dragon. There we go. Wow, that snipe. I don't know if you can really call it a snipe when you shoulder charge into something, but we're going to say it is. And not only that, but Mako gets the blue suit. Blue suit is very, very useful. So unfortunately, Mako cannot do any dashing right now, but As long as he has that blue suit, he can crouch at any point and get a shine charge, which he's going to be using to get back across the Coliseum, doing what we call the reverse halfie. Saves quite a few seconds coming back out. But that was a very quick Dragon nonetheless. Very, very good fight. So Mako going to be extending his lead with this reverse halfie here. That was... Oh, I think he might have accidentally pressed dash before he crouched. He lost the charge. Oh, that's unfortunate. And that right there is why you can't press dash when you have blue suit. It just turns off the blue suit. Mako's probably not very happy about that, but still, even if he can't increase his lead, he can still maintain it. Now Phoenix about to face off against Dragon. Are we gonna have double shrimp for dinner today? Only time will tell. Mako's going to be on his way to pick up the next major power-up, one of the most important ones. Ooh! That was a very well-placed Shine Spark. The trick here is you want to be aiming for the gap between Dragon's head and body so you can hit 2 of her hitboxes, doing extra damage with a Shine Spark. Phoenix opting to go with the ammo route. Wait, here we go. Very nice. Dragon already bright red. He could finish it here if he does enough damage. Oh! That was such a fast Dragon fight. Phoenix showing the right stuff. No blue suit for him, but that Dragon fight was way, way fast. Mako not wasting any time, already in the Plasma Beam room. Plasma Beam is the most powerful beam in Samus's normal arsenal. It goes through enemies and just does tremendous damage. Phoenix will not be able to do a reverse halfie, but can hold down the dash button, so movement through this room is a little bit quicker. So both of them so Phoenix on his way to Plasma Beam to power up his arm cannon. Mako on his way out of Meridia, heading on down to Norfair. I said they'd be back and they're heading back. Only one thing stands between Mako and Turian, where the final goal is. And that is, of course, the angry boy, the shouty boy, the space pelican Ridley, waiting in Lower Norfair. And that is actually one of the biggest reasons why grabbing the Plasma Beam here is useful. If they had opted to grab Spazer instead of Plasma, they would have needed to do 60 charged shots to kill Ridley. With Plasma, it is only 20. It has triple the damage of Spazer, which is why in old route we will always grab it. And ooh, such clean space jumps through here. Mako showing us some fantastic movement. Phoenix into this room. Oh, is he go? Oh, for a moment there I got really excited he might be trying to give us a Plasma Spark. Plasma Spark is a very difficult maneuver that I don't think anyone actually does because it's extremely difficult and doesn't save that much time. But Phoenix, two rooms away. 2 rooms away from Plasma, and Mako now that's going to be losing a little bit of time versus Phoenix because he does still have to go get the Ice Beam, which Phoenix already has. Ooh, getting that speed ball through the door though, such a cool looking trick. Like I said, everything involving Speed Booster just looks really cool. You want to impress your friends and influence people? The trick is not to read that stupid book, it is actually to use the Speed Booster everywhere you go. I promise you. Alright, Mako now having the full Plasma Beam combo, maximum beam damage. He's ready for Ridley. Phoenix, also ready for Ridley. Has the full beam combo on his way out of Meridia, heading down to Lower North. We're probably going to be seeing differing routes here. Yes, Mako taking the fairway route, the lower route as we call it. This route does have the advantage of taking him past the Nutella refill. I don't know if he's going to opt in and get it. His health is looking pretty good, but Lower Norfair is one of the absolutely most dangerous areas in the game. It is full of 50 damage enemies. Even with Gravity Suit, they will murder you. So I think, tried to go for the space boost. Very difficult trick, but let's see if Mako tries to grab that Nutella refill. Ooh! Mako taking the spicy choice, not taking the refill, going into lower Norfair with 314 energy instead of that 499. Now, I have no reason to expect that Mako will have any trouble with lower Norfair, but like I said, it is a very dangerous area. Ooh! Oh, going for the chronic boost, and very nice. Look at how far back this is going to carry him. Bam, bam, bam! Going the distance. That was a very precisely placed powerbomb there, killing all the multi-violas except the one he wanted to boost off of. Damage boosting is a very important trick to move quickly, but I hope everybody's ready. Here comes the jam. And Phoenix, as we suspected, is going to be taking the other route. Does not have to go back to Ice Beam, so he's going to be taking what we call the upper route to lower Norfair here. Which means he's not going to get access to the Nutella refill, but he is almost at full energy anyway, so no troubles for Phoenix. Oh, Mako! Mako! Are you going to give us fast pillars? Oh, he's doing it! He's giving us fast pillars! Get him! Oh, yes! Fast pillars, the pillar spark. Such a great trick. Oh, opting to take out some frustration on these gold pirates. These are bad news pirates. You can try to freeze them and use them as a platform, but if you mess it up, they do a lot of damage. Mako opting just to take care of them, keep his energy high. I like this move a lot because he's coming up on the Key Hunters. The Key Hunters are some of the absolute 100% most dangerous non-boss enemies in the game. They fly around and do 50 damage if you touch them. And they're only one room away from Mako, making it through Amphitheater pretty well, nailing those space jumps. Phoenix is closing the gap, though, entering lower Norfair. There's still so much more. Oh, Mako not dropping. Ooh! Normally you try to beat that first one, but Mako taking advantage of invincibility frames to make his way through the Key Hunter without taking damage. That is some galaxy brain strategy right there. Oh, Phoenix gonna show us the other way to get through Pillar Room here. He has the energy, so he's totally okay to do this. 2 power bombs will break all the pillars. You do take a little bit of acid damage you can't avoid, but it's a lot easier to get through the room this way than it is to do the pillar spark. All right, Mako about to face off against the... Oh, Mako doing the K-Go. He's going to get a lot of energy off these metal pirates in here, but 60 energy is pretty tight. He's got to do it clean. Did I say he's got to do it clean? Because that's exactly what he did. Oh, taking advantage of their movement to get extra hits from charged plasma, using only 1 shot instead of 2. Oh, Mako. Mako playing real well right now, showing us some top-notch play. Phoenix, meanwhile, through the amphitheater. Over 400 energy, looking really, really good heading into Key Hunter room here. Looks like he's also going to be taking advantage of those damage frames. Perfect. Beating the 3rd Key Hunter. Mako. Here it comes. Here he comes. Here comes the screech. You've kept me waiting too long, says Ridley. Don't worry, says Mako. I won't keep you waiting for death too much longer. That's right. 20 shots Mako will send Ridley back into the afterlife, but Mako's got to be careful because his energy is not at full coming in here. And while he does know how to do the dance with Ridley, Ridley is an extremely dangerous boss. Does a lot of damage, does these lunges, likes to pogo and shoot fire. And even after he's dead, he can and will still kill you. Mako just juking, doing flawless dodges, making it look absolutely easy. Almost there. Ooh, under 100 energy. Mako, please be careful. It's looking real good, though. Oh, no, the pogo. While Ridley is pogoing, he will not die. And there we go, the grab! Mako's done it. Finishing off Ridley. Such a clean fight there, taking very, very little damage. Had me a little bit worried, but turns out I had nothing to worry about. He's just too good to be taken out by such a pleb like Ridley. And here we go. Grab Mako. There's the tank with the baby. Baby is gone, but this energy tank is here. Mako having 599 energy. Phoenix starting out his fight, opting to use some supers to soften him up a little bit beforehand. Supers don't do as much damage as charged plasma, but you can get them off faster. All right, Phoenix showing off a really nice manipulation there. That forces Ridley to turn around, because when he's facing left while pogoing, he cannot hurt you. Phoenix doing a really good job right now predicting Ridley's activities, avoiding the lunges, jumping over him, dodging the tail swipes. And here comes the left-hand pogo, moonwalking over. Here is Phoenix just styling on Ridley. Next thing I'm just going to expect to be breakdancing on his corpse here. Shoot. But Phoenix is looking really good. His energy is super high. Ridley is already close to death. In fact, Phoenix is actually trying to jump into his claws right now. Oh, he must have miscounted. Ridley is not dead yet. Oh my god! Almost 3 energy tanks of damage there. Ridley is so damaging, but it doesn't matter because Phoenix has sealed the deal. Ridley, get out of here. You're going to pieces. Come back when you're more professional, you chump. But ooh, Phoenix. I don't know if Phoenix knows what's going on here, but Phoenix is skipping the Ridley E-Tank. You don't actually need it. You only need 4 E-Tanks to finish the game because you absolutely have to have more than 300 energy in order to be able to complete the game. And 4 E-Tanks is the magic number, just enough safety. But now they both have to make it out of here. And Lower Norfair escape is very treacherous. Makotroid first to make it into the Three Musketeers room. The Three Musketeers are... Oh! The damage frames! Opting to just take the body damage from 2 of them, but dodging the first one. 249 energy. This is actually a lot better than it looks. Thankfully, the enemies in Turian are dangerous, but they drop a lot of energy. Now back into good old-fashioned Upper Norfair here. Phoenix, meanwhile, making his way out. Looks like he's trying to play it a little bit safer past these key hunters. Unfortunately, they ganged up on him. Oof, 195. He's gonna have to be a bit careful here. 3 Musketeers can and will ruin your afternoon. Yep, Phoenix opting to play a little bit safer here, conserve his energy. Mako, meanwhile, into the frog hallway, about to be climbing back up that elevator. Mako is on his way to Turian, the final area. All right, Phoenix into the Three Musketeers room. Oh, trying to damage frame past the first one, getting past the second and third key hunter with those damage frames. Very, very well done. And Mako back up into Brinstar. Could take Red Tower up, but no, we've seen enough of that place. Mako is going to be taking a shortcut through Meridia to go all the way back up to Red Tower. It is a little bit faster this way. All right, Phoenix. Back into Upper Norfair, going to be heading over to that elevator that Mako just took a moment ago. Gonna stop and kill King Tac just one more time for good measure, because tyranny will not stand as long as Phoenix and Mako are on the job. Alright, here we go. Mako heading up into the final room of Meridia, and here is the fish. Mako just going to live and let live with the Sephi fish. Not gonna do anything. Setting up for that super, doing a little bit too early, having to turn it back off to open the door. Ooh, ooh. A little bit too trigger happy there, Mako. Oh gosh, mockballing so fast he doesn't even understand his own speed. But with that, Mako first to make it back to Crateria, just a few rooms away from Turian. And Phoenix, meanwhile, into Brinstar, about to enter in Meridia again, make that same trek. I don't expect either of them to stop at the ship for a refill, though we have seen that in this tournament. I'm expecting them both just to make a beeline for Turian, because the end is in sight, locked on, ready to finish it. All right, Mako, are you going to give us? Are you going to give it to us? Come on! Oh, so close. It is absolutely possible to break through those blocks with a space boost. It's tricky. Mako at least tried. A for effort. making his way through Terminator at the speed of light. Just got to deal with these pirates. Remember these guys? Had a damage boost through them? Nah, not this time. I have a little bit of aggression to take out on them. Ashino in the chat asking the real questions. Do either of these runners baby skip? I honestly do not know. That could be a huge difference maker in this run, though. But Mako first to make it to the Golden 5. Where's the 5th statue, you ask? The 5th statue isn't all of us. It is the friends we made along the way. I know I talked earlier about how people have been the runners have been pushing each other forward in this. One of the things, the greatest things we have discovered throughout this tournament is the sense of community. Folks meeting other runners they might not have met otherwise. Like I said, pushing each other forward, sharing strats, helping each other improve. These 4 statues have turned gray, but the 5th one never will. And Phoenix just showed us the stanchion. Making that speed carry through those blocks, Phoenix. You made me happy. And Mako first into Turian. How do we know it's Turian? Listen to those burbles. It can only mean one thing. Someone has left the sink running, and the plumber is very hungry. We don't have time to worry about that because there are Metroids on the loose. That's right, we have a title drop going on here. They are no joke, though. They do a lot of damage. Oh, Mako! Using his own body to group up the last 3 in this room. Oh, that first room was beautiful. You see how much damage they do, but he doesn't worry. They give you so many drops, it's quite alright. Mako doing a fantastic job of grouping up the Metroids. Just tearing through these first 3 rooms. This is dirty! Mako, please, there are children watching! Oh my god, this is one of the best Turians I've seen so far. This is just so good. Not even worrying, grab me, I don't care, he says, oh. Beautiful first half of Turian. If I had a Turian like that every time I did a run, I could be happy. Happy forever. That was so good. And his ammo count is tops. 10 supers. Perfect shape. Mako's in very strong shape heading into the baby here. Meanwhile, Phoenix entering Turian. Let's see how his first half goes. And, oh, Mako is in position for baby skip. He's going for it. He's going for it. Getting baby skip here could give him a very commanding lead. Oh no! Accidentally bumping into the enemy in the ceiling there. Gets grabbed. Looks like he has to experience a child's love whether he wants to or not. Meanwhile, Phoenix has been tearing through the first 2 rooms of Turian here, no problem. The Metroids are no match for his delight. I don't know what word I was going for, but they're no match for his skills, let me tell you. Mako, unfortunately, getting grabbed means he is going to have to take the refill here. Because let me tell you, going into Mother Brain with 1 energy is an exercise for your run is dead. You literally can't finish. Alright, Phoenix, done with the first half. 9 super missiles, still plenty. Still plenty. Might have... But now let's see if Phoenix can get baby skip. Well, if Phoenix does do baby skip, I honestly am not sure. We're about to find out. It looks like he does. He is setting up for baby skip. Mako is, at this moment, in an extremely strong position to seal the fight, seal the deal, win the race, but he's not out of it yet. Having a little bit of trouble with Zeb skip right here. Oh no, he might opt to reset the room. Oh, no, gets that Rinka into position. He just has to take damage. Oh no, can't quite seem to jump on it. He wants to jump onto that frozen Rinka while he's flashing from damage, and that'll let him, right, just like that, perfect. Clipping through the Zebetite. Meanwhile, Phoenix, unfortunately, also not quite able to pull off baby skip. That baby sometimes just really wants the hug, and there's not much you can do about it. Baby skip is actually an extremely difficult trick. All right, as I thought he might, Phoenix going to open that door, then take the missile refill. Mako already into Mother Brain 2. This is the true final hurdle. Mako has to give Mother Brain 2 20 charge shots to the dome without dropping below 300 energy. If he can do that, he's just about home free. Unfortunately, Mother Brain is not going to stand for this. She's going to throw food at him until he goes into a literal food coma. Oh, getting hit by the onion rings. 464, still looking good. Has to watch out for the O-rings, but the biggest threat is the ketchup. He's gonna have to deal with at least one ketchup beam. He's gotta be careful. Oh, 424, ketchup. Oh, there he goes, dodges the beam. Might get a second beam. Nope, gets one more burger, but it looks like damage is done. Oh! Thankfully, pulling it off, 384 has to take no more damage. Here comes the rainbow beam. Phoenix, meanwhile, getting Zeb skip real quick. Heading into Mother Brain 2 as well. Right behind Mako, but quite a few seconds behind Mako, even at this late point in the game. It is definitely going to come down to the very, very end. The escape is not free. You can easily lose a whole lot of time in there. But Phoenix first has to do those 20 shots. Opting to do a whole bunch of jump shots, hope probably to bait those onion rings so he can dodge them just like that. Mako has no choice but to just sit and wait while the baby does its thing. Phoenix, meanwhile, doing very well, dodging all the shots. Here comes the ketchup. Nice bait. Jabaited. And looks like Phoenix has it just like that. Perfect. Phoenix having a very, very clean Mother Brain 2. Here comes the rainbow beam. Unfortunately, this part is just unskippable cutscene, essentially. Both of them just have to wait. And waiting is the hardest part. If they know what's up, the tension has got to be pretty high for both of them right now. Mako knows he can't make any mistakes in the escape. Phoenix knows he's got to play perfectly for the rest of the game if he wants to have a shot of catching up. But first, we unfortunately must bid farewell to the baby. But the baby gives us the most powerful gift of all, the power of triumphant music and involuntary head bops. Mako, show Mother Brain how we feel about baby killers here. Phoenix, about to get his energy back from the baby because the baby loves him so much. Mako, sending Mother Brain back to the dust from whence she came, where she belongs. Get out of here, Mother Brain. Your time is over. But the time that isn't over is the countdown. That's right. I hope y'all packed your Europe mixtapes. It's time for the final countdown. 3 minutes to get off Zebus before it explodes because the pirates do not know how to read numbers and have packed way too much TNT into the self-destruct charge. I never said they were good at science. And Phoenix, now with the power of Rainbow, gonna give Mother Brain the head bops. Moments away from starting his own escape, but Mako, already on it. This room here is one where we could lose time. Oh! Making it up through the pirate, no problem. Very strong escape so far from Mako. This is the final room of Turian. Once he's out of here, it's back into Criteria. Just has to rocket up the climb and make it through the parlor. Phoenix! Phoenix taking out the trash, picking up that dustpan, and sending Mother Brain into the bin where she belongs. Mako rocketing up. You can feel the conviction in every afterimage. Here we go, the parlor. Just has to make it up. I don't expect we're going to see Mako save the animals. Probably just heading right out. Oh, come on, Mako, so close. Just one more door between you and the end. Oh, Mako with the spoilers in the chat, but he is, in fact, going to be our winner here today. Congratulations to Mako with an official SRL time of 53:43, missing his PB by only 2 seconds. What a spectacular run he has shown us today. We're going to see if Mako wants to come in and say a few words, but we're not done yet. Phoenix, in the final room of Turian, making his way out really quickly here. In fact, Phoenix could potentially PB here. He has a 5450. 30 seconds to make it back to the ship. He can still do this. Chat, if you do nothing else that I say tonight, give Phoenix your energy. He can still absolutely pull out a PB here. He just has to make out a parlor. So close! 20 seconds! Onto the surface of this planet! Just has to get on the top of the ship! He's done it! He's done it! 54.42, Phoenix! Finishing and getting himself a fat 8-second PB! GG to both of our runners. They have shown us their very best. Both of them playing exceptionally well by the standards of their own PBs. You couldn't ask for a better race. All right, I need to take a moment to compose myself. I got a little bit of an adrenaline rush from that. Wow, what a race. Let's see if Ethan wants to talk. Oh, here he comes, Phoenix. Phoenix, congratulations.
Hey, thanks, guys. Man, that was intense.
It really, really was.
I literally gave it my best shot and came up a minute short, so... I can't ask to do better than that, so...
You PB'd. Your best shot was actually PBing, and...
That's what I'm saying, like, it was literally my best shot, and it was just a minute short, so...
But you can't be upset about that. In fact, here he is now. Mako, congratulations.
Hello?
Oh, hey there, guys. Is it working?
Hey,
yeah,
Mako.
I hear you.
Awesome.
GG, man.
Absolutely. I'm so glad we decided to do a rematch on this one. That was epic.
Yeah, I mean, I would have come away with a win if we didn't, but I would have not come away with a PB, so I don't know which is better.
I think everybody just won.
Because realistically, I'm not going to the playoffs in this thing, right? So PB is probably a better result for me than a win, realistically.
But to be honest, you're one of the guys that is, I don't know, you've done so much progress in this tournament. It really could have gone either way, I feel.
Yeah, it was really, it makes me look forward to the future just because I played so sloppy in so many different places. Like, if you could see my splits, every other one is red and then yellow and green, so...
Yeah, I was kind of watching those splits. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, so it was kind of a mess, but it was fun. I hope it was fun to watch. I had the stream up, but I actually turned it when I was on PB Pace because I didn't want whatever you were doing to affect what I was going to be doing. So I turned it. Right. So I didn't know if you had died on Mother Brain because I saw after you had gone through Ridley and you were, I would say, about a minute ahead at that point as well. So
yeah, usually did the same, especially PB Pace. I just missed by 2.5 seconds. It would have been insane if we both got it.
Oh, did you almost PB also?
2.5 seconds away.
Oh, man. That would have been amazing. I wonder if that's happened at all during this Prodigy tournament.
Was just wondering that.
I think we have, although it's not any of the races that I've seen. Although I've heard that we've gotten those. Double PB.
No, either way, yeah. Just, are we exactly 1 minute? We are exactly 1 minute apart.
Exactly 1 minute.
Just about. 54.50 versus a 53.40. Oh, now 54.42 versus 53.40.
Dude, that was a super tight race for sure.
Oh no, yeah. I saw y'all's PBs come in and I was like, oh, this is gonna be good, but I was not ready. You both played so well. Yeah,
I would have to say my worst, the low light of the run was definitely Alpha Power Bomb's room. I don't think I've ever been Vileplumed so many times. Like that was tilting for sure.
I think we both got wrecked there. Oh, go ahead, man.
No, yeah. Power Bomb. The Alpha Power Bomb room was definitely a little bit of a trouble spot there. But Phoenix, I'm so sorry. Every time it feels like I think you landed in the flower 3 times.
I landed in the flower once on the way through and twice on the way back.
Yeah, I was like, oh no, Phoenix is probably not loving it right now.
No, I was that was tilting me a little bit, but it didn't affect my Fantoon. It was a good Fantoon fight. It wasn't great. It was a 2-round slow with a rain phase, but it was decent, and I landed the X Factor there, so that's
you
like
both got 2 rounds. You both got 2 rounds. It was so good.
But I would say the highlight of mine for sure was the bot twin, the 1-round bot twin. I don't think I've ever done that before. So
that was such a good bot tune. Like I saw you enter the room, I turned away for a second, I turned back, he's already. It's like, oh my god, the 1 round, the 1 round.
Yeah, that almost brought the tie up there. Yeah, you made up a whole lot of time right there on me.
Yeah, I think that we were closer than it looked at first, just because I still am getting early ice. And realistically, it's not something that I have to do. Like, I've practiced not getting early ice. But other than the 2 menus, if I fail Red Tower 1 time, it's still faster to get ice early for me. So
I agree. Yeah, either way is really, it's up to the runner, and I support either one. Just like Spazer. I don't get Spazer, but I'll support anyone who gets it.
Yeah, and Spazer wouldn't have helped me this run, but I definitely have runs where I wish that I had Spazer, because my Dragon was pretty decent too. I didn't run out of ammo, and I didn't get a Shine Spark kill, but I think I had like a 1 super kill after a Shine Spark, so no blue suit.
Nope, I dropped the blue suit, so I got us covered there.
Yeah, I had some bad splits. It's crazy that it was a PB. Like, it's cool that it was, but it's kind of crazy that it was with how bad some of these splits were. But anyway.
Yeah, you got a 53 on the table for sure.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope it's coming soon. But anyway, thanks for to Speed Gaming for letting us schedule this race so late, and thanks Crunchy for doing commentary. I'm sure it was amazing. I'll watch the VOD tomorrow.
No, thanks to the 2 of you for giving me such a great race to talk over. I didn't even have to. Didn't have to fake excitement in the slightest. It was just too good.
Yeah, Crunchy, that was excellent commentary. We appreciate you, and of course Feasel and Speed Gaming for doing this last minute like this. Of course, if nobody knows, it was because my dryer exploded, so we had to reschedule.
We're just glad you're okay, Mako. I think when all of us read that, we were just like, did a sharp intake of breath. It's like, man, Mako, you all right?
Yeah, all's good now. Got the smoke smell out, so we're good to go.
Oh yeah, getting moat missiles on the way back was an accident. I usually can make that jump, so that was an accident, not intentional.
Yeah, I figured it was just the jump just didn't quite go the distance.
Anyway, GG again, Mako. Like I said, I gave it my literal best shot, and it still wasn't quite good enough, but no better way to lose than to PB during a loss, so I'm happy with it.
GG, man. Anytime you get a PB, especially in a tournament, you're definitely the winner, because you beat yourself. That's what we're here for, is just to beat ourselves up. Get a better time.
Right. Racing the clock while somebody else races their clock.
I have really nothing else to add aside from Mako. Again, congratulations, and both of you, seriously, GG, that was amazing. Everyone out there, absolutely give these 2 a follow. With a race like that, how could you do anything but follow them both? That was so good. And absolutely to the 2 of you, I am looking forward to see what you got for us in the final week of Swiss coming up here in a bit.
Absolutely. Thanks again, man, and I'll talk to you all later.
See ya.
All right, Mako and FenixDown23, everybody. But don't think week 5 is not quite over yet. We do have one final race left in week 5. That is tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. We have D-Dreg versus 8-Bit is Great, the final race for week 5. After that, we are heading into week 6, the last week of Swiss. So we've got plenty of Super Metroid left in this tournament. You're not going to want to miss it. These have been nail biters, because once you know how it is with the Swiss, as you keep going down through the weeks, the races just get closer and closer, and I am losing my voice from excitement so far. So I gotta be careful, but I hope you all had a great time. I had a spectacular time. Thank you so much for being here along for the ride. I've been Crunchy Lex, and everybody, I will happily see you next mission.